So here we are for the second last cross of the night. Macca, when I can grab him over there, he's socialising as usual. But here with Baden, who obviously one of the main organiser, one of the main organisers, along with Sharon Honeybell and Tia and a whole heap of other people behind the scenes that have done an amazing job. Man, what a weekend. It's just blown me away.
Unbelievable, huh? What people are capable of when they just open their mind and they think positively, they think optimistically and say, I'm just going to give this weekend a go, and what comes out of it. And you provide them a little bit of massaging along the way and a few frameworks for them to think, and we get what we saw tonight. It's amazing.
I mean, we had 9 presentations. Mark Sowerby at the end, said that there was 3 there that he thought that were actually, really commercialisable, and it's not something that you see very often. But the presentations, I mean, we're talking about 12-year-old kids, 16-year-old kids, 15-year-old kids that are able to put together apps, build like, Will and his team built the app. That was just unbelievable. So, what's your feeling of the whole weekend and how it's all gone? Better than expectations?
Yes, better than expected. But once I found out that a number of the participants that came here this weekend had already been through a similar, well, not a startup weekend, right? Nothing quite as extreme as this. But they'd been through like a school-based program, a light touch school-based program, and they developed a couple of skills, and you just see that come out in the people that have had that experience, and it just makes you want to even more get a broader reach of just a light touch of an experience of what the entrepreneurial lifestyle is about, right? And I say lifestyle including work, right? That it is capable to think up a creative way of solving a problem that means something to you, to actually execute on it, to get others around you that share the love, right? And to do something in a relatively short period of time and get a quick little test as to whether it's going to work or not, that's really capable. So for me, it just reaffirms the inner desire to spread this type of experience amongst our youth, to build those skills at a systemic level for our teens, for our pre-teens, for our primary school kids, so that when they do enter the workforce, they can be in charge of determining their own income.
Well, when they enter the workforce, they can decide to either go and get a job, or there is actually a legitimate path. Entrepreneurship is a legitimate path, and it's I've said to a few people around here over the weekend that I spent probably the first 2 or 3 years of my life with people saying, when are you going to get a real job? And some of them still say that.
Yeah.
Right? But I think that if we can make that now that actually it's a legitimate path, and you hit the nail on the head for me, that's what Beach City is all about. It's an entrepreneurial lifestyle. It's not all about the next unicorn. It's not all about being worth $65 billion or whatever. It's a lifestyle, and there's no shame in building $1 million business or a $2 million business. It's about innovating, critical thinking, building great products, and having a lifestyle built around that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna amp it up that next level and say you can be an entrepreneur in terms of creating your own venture, or you can be an entrepreneurial employee. The change maker within an existing organisation for the company that's floundering along and doesn't know where they're going, and you're the spark that drives the next version of that company, and you get to share in the wealth creation of that. That's just as valid as well,
Yeah. Fair point. So look, it's been a long weekend. I know that you're tired, I'm tired, everyone's tired, but thanks, awesome job, mate. So well done, high five.
Awesome.
And we'll do a shaka to finish off. And I'll go and
challenge for all those people out there: get yourself into an entrepreneurial program. Doesn't matter what it is. Light touch, at school, community-based. Go to a co-working space. Go to an event. Go to one of those Flern events. Just get into the space.
And I'd add to say all of the small to medium businesses can also attend. This is not just for school kids and uni kids. This is for anyone. And we had a range of people from 12 years old to 55, 60 years old. anyone can come to one of these events. And if you are a small business, you've got to be innovating to survive in this day and age. It's going to become imperative now and into the future. So come along, as many small businesses, medium businesses. If you're already an existing business,
and look at the skill set that it's amongst today's youth. That's what's missing in some traditionally run SME organisations, tapping into the skill set that's been developed into our younger people, this creative, critical, analytical, problem-solving skill set, right, that just doesn't exist in a more traditionally educated person.
Correct, and I would say to those businesses that don't think that they need to be innovating, the people in this room are out there to disrupt you, so watch out, they're coming for you. Thanks, Baden.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks,
No
Big Beach City.
No worries.